Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tradingrich.com. My name is Richard Adjei, and I'm the co-founder and head trader here at Trading Rich. I'm happy to um, bring to you a very exciting video here on what is the state of the stock market. Like, where are we going? Are we going to rally or are we going to crash tomorrow? So tomorrow we have a very important data coming out. So it's been a minute since we've had any kind of economic data coming out due to the government shutdown, but finally we are going to get CPI inflation data coming out on Friday. So Friday is going to be at pre-market. So let's go to the Market Watch website to check out what is going on there, and we shall see when the CPI is coming out. Just one sec here. So we go to the Market Watch, marketwatch.com. Here it is. So we see here that we have that's Friday. So on Friday we have the core CPI inflation data coming up. So they put asterisks on it, temporary suspended due to. Okay. So it looks like we might not even get it. So we shall see, but it looks like we might get it, we might not get it. So we should see how that goes. So depending on how the CPI comes in, I believe that the CPI is going to come in good. Is going to come in light, because whatever it is, they want to make sure that the Fed cuts interest rate next week. Okay, next week Wednesday, they want Fed to cut interest rate. So yeah, whatever this has to happen, they will make sure that the number that comes out is going to be good. So I've seen that in recent times, anytime that there's a Fed meeting coming up, usually the CPIs are usually good and they meet expectation or better than expected. So the medium forecast is 3.1, but it's going to be if it comes in lighter than 3.1, it's going to be something that is going to be good for the market. The market is going to like it. It means that the Fed cannot be hawkish in their FOMC meeting on Wednesday. They have to come in and then cut interest rate because they will like the inflation data. So right now we're not getting any job numbers, so we don't know what the job numbers are until the government shutdown is resolved. Okay. All right. So let's go to the charts and see what's going on there. So I'll go to SPY to break down what is going on the SPY. That's the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. So we have the SPY here. Let me go here. So this is the SPY. So the SPY is currently at a location where it's like an important area where it has to decide whether to go up or to go down, right? So right now, what we have here is that we have SPY at a critical level. So if you look at this, I will show you this just now. Just a sec. I'm just trying to clear some of these lines. So we have here, we have this underbelly trend line from that's May 23rd, and then it hit again on June 23rd. It hit again on August 1st, and then here it touches by PS date, and then here as well. So if you extend it, you get where we are at right now. Okay. So right now, what is happening is that price is at this level. We are getting very close to the resistance, the resistance level of this trend line. So this trend line is acting as resistance right now, and we need it to break. So in order to break that resistance, it needs a big force. So two ways it's going to do it tomorrow is that we either get a gap up tomorrow where it gaps up above this underbelly trend line and then pushes up from there. Okay. Or it's going to trade here, it's going to consolidate here and trade, and then possibly get a green candle that closes here tomorrow, like something like this. We get a green candle like this, and then after getting this green candle, we wait for the megatech earnings next week. Okay. So we are going to wait here and then wait for the mega tech earnings. We are going to consolidate here a bit. And then if the mega tech earnings come in good, because next week we are going to have the major tech companies reporting. So if you go to this website here, this website is called Earnings Whispers. We can check it out. So we have Apple reporting. So we have Apple reporting on October 30th, that's Thursday. On the same day, I believe Amazon is also reporting. Boom, there you go. Amazon and Apple usually report earnings on the same day. And then we have Meta Platforms. Meta Platforms reporting on Wednesday. Typically, they like to report on Wednesday. And then I believe Microsoft as well. Microsoft also reports on the same day. And let's look at this. Yep, Wednesday. And then we'll have Amazon. Amazon is already there. And then Google, Alphabet, Google too on Wednesday. So Wednesday is going to be jam-packed, right? So what I see here is that I don't expect us to blast through like tomorrow. We could blast through tomorrow, or we could be trading somewhere. We can do something like this, and then we can consolidate and then possibly push somewhere here, be trading somewhere here at this area, because this is the upper trend line. So this here is the mother of all trend line. This one is from 2023 lows to where we are at right now. There's the highs, right? So if price comes here, I believe that price is going to wait for the mega cap earnings. If they come in good, then we are going to break out and go to new all-time highs, right? We are going to go to new all-time highs. However, if this mega tech earnings fail, then we'll come back down. We'll come back down and we'll sell. Okay, so that's how I see this playing out. But we are not going to get the big move until we get the earnings, because next week is going to be jam-packed. We have Apple, we have Microsoft, we have Meta, we have Alphabet, like we have a whole host of mega tech earnings. And these companies have been the companies that have been holding the stock market on its big shoulders, right? So if these companies, any of these, let's say a majority of them fail to report good earnings, then we are going to get a crash in the market. But for now, I believe that depending on whether CPI is reported tomorrow, I believe CPI is going to be good. If it's not reported and we just have status quo, I think we are just going to push up and we'll be trading somewhere here or in between, right? In between here, this above this trend line or just below the trend line. And then we'll wait for next week. Depending on how the mega cap earnings comes in, we are going to push to new all-time highs or somewhere in between these two channels, and then we'll push up, right? So that's how I see this happening. And I believe that for us to make new all-time highs, it all depends on the mega cap earnings. They have to deliver. They cannot fail. Okay. All right. So that's for SPY. Let's look at the QQQ, the tech-heavy QQQ, because most of these companies reporting are tech companies, right? How is the QQQ going first? So QQQ is trading still above this wedge pattern. And I believe that once the mega cap earnings come and they are good, we'll be trading somewhere here, right? So the ability for this to break above this wedge pattern, is going to be dependent on how good the mega cap earnings are. So because here we have the Liberation Day lows, extended, this is where we come to. So this is going to serve as resistance. Okay. So depending on how the mega cap earnings come, if they are good, we can blast through this and make new all-time highs. So for now, we are going to be trading here until we get the mega cap earnings coming. And if they are strong, bingo, we are going to get that rise to the upside. So I'm watching this mini trend line. So far I held today. This was a beautiful trade today. Those in our day trading service, we caught this QQQ long, and we also caught SPY longer. So it was a beauty. So tomorrow, I believe that we are going to get a continuation, assuming the CPI is good and whatnot. We are going to push up and we are going to come to this area. You see this underbelly trend line from the Liberation Day. We are going to get there and then wait for the mega cap earnings. We are going to consolidate a bit Monday, Tuesday, And then Wednesday, once Meta and so we have Meta. Once you have Meta and Alphabet reports, we are going to get the move. So maybe we get something like this tomorrow. Let's see if I can draw this. So we get something like this tomorrow. Over here, we stop here. So we get like a green candle like this. Get a green candle like this. And then Monday, we consolidate. Could be green or red. We consolidate and then we wait, right? So it could be between red and green. So let's call it red. So we have red, green, green, green consolidation days. And then once Alphabet and Meta report and they are good, we get a big blast through. Boom. Then we are off to the races. Like this, then boom, we are off to the races, right? Then we are gone. So that's how I see this happening in the days and in the coming days, right? But we can only break out above this rising wedge pattern if we have very good earnings from the mega cap tech stocks, right? So we shall see how that plays out. Okay. All right. So that's what I see here. Then the next one I have is IWM. So IWM, if CPI comes in better than expected, if CPI comes in good, I believe that IWM is going to benefit from that, because IWM, anytime they cut interest rate, and I believe that is going to be interest rate cuts next week by the Fed. They're going to go ahead and cut interest rate. If they cut interest rate, we are going to see IWM make new all-time high. So this week, IWM made last week IWM made new all-time highs for the first time in a year. IWM made all-time highs, and then we pulled back here. Is about to push. So tomorrow, when you talk about high probability trades, I like IWM. So IWM has held the Liberation Day lows nicely. Held here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it bounced there and it pushed up. Okay. So on Wednesday, it sold off. It held this trend line, and it put. So as long as we don't break below this trend line, we are going to push up. Okay. So what I'm looking at for this is that tomorrow, if we break above 246.99, we are going to push and we are going to get a squeeze, and we can come to 250 by end of day. We can come to 250. But when all is said and done, I believe that once the Fed cut interest rate on Wednesday, IWM will be trading somewhere here at 252 or at new all-time highs. Okay, so that's what I'm watching for IWM. IWM is setting up very well for day trading tomorrow for those that day trade. Okay. All right. So now that we've checked IWM, we've checked SPY, QQQ, IWM. Let's check a few stocks. So one stock that I'm watching closely for earnings is Meta. Right. Meta sold off since its all-time high. It's been selling off and trading sideways. But I believe that Meta is ready for a big rally. Okay, I believe that Meta is ready for a big rally. So it has held this trend line here. This trend line that's held this white trend line, and then it's coiling up. So what Meta needs to do tomorrow and the days ahead is to break above this 50 SMA. Once it breaks above this 50 SMA, I believe that it's going to squeeze. And once the earnings come in is good, which I think they are going to beat, is going to be, I believe that Meta is going to break out, and in the next weeks here, in sometime in November, we should be at all-time highs on this, right? It could even do that after the earnings, right? But I believe that on Friday we are going to get a move, and this is ready to go, right? This is ready to go. This, once it clears this 50 SMA, is off to the races. It's going to be gone, right? It's off to the races. It's going to be gone. So for Meta is a good one, high probability trade for tomorrow, and the days ahead, we are going to get a move to the upside. So if you don't want to trade Meta options, you can trade Metu. Is the double leverage ETF of Meta, and it's cheaper to buy those ones than to buy Meta, because these days Meta contracts are pretty pricey. So if you can afford the Meta, you can buy Metu and then write it up and buy make profit from it. So I believe that Meta is ready for a squeeze in the tomorrow. We shall see if the market is strong. As long as we break above this trend line and break above this 50 SMA, this is off to the races. This is going to go. We can get a long green day. Could get one of those days where we get something like this. Can get a long green day candle, and then this will be off to the races, up and away kind of thing, right? So that's why I'm watching for Meta, and Meta is my number one watch in this upcoming earnings next week Wednesday. Okay, all right. So next one is I will present some high probability trades with Chinese stocks, right? With President Trump confirming that he's finally going to see President Xi for a meeting in South Korea, which is going to be on Thursday. I believe that a deal is in the works, because the president of the United States will meet with the president of China if there's some kind of deal in the works, so that they have a photo opportunity, sign the deal, that kind of thing, and make it look nice. Okay, so I believe that that's going to cause Chinese stocks to rally. Some of them are setting up for explosive moves. So I'm going to look at two of my favorites. My number one favorite is Baba. Baba is producing chips and stuff. They are in AI race, and they claim they've created a chip that can rival that of NVIDIA. So I believe that Baba is going to be the stock that is going to give the Chinese market its ChatGPT moment or AI moment. Okay. And we've seen that. We've seen those big rallies. This big rallies here is due to AI news on Baba and also earnings. Okay. So with Baba, what I'm seeing here is that we have filled this gap. So these stocks have lots of gaps. And if you are going to trade them as an option trader, you want to buy time. Buy at least 1 month out, because these are prone to gap up and gap down. So you don't want to be caught in the wrong side of the trade. So here I like Baba for a push up. I believe that if its market is strong tomorrow and everything, all things being equal, I believe Baba is going to be trading at $180 or more by tomorrow or by next week. So I like Baba trade, and once Baba start moving, it likes to move very well. And typically these stocks, sometimes they move overnight, they gap up overnight. So if Baba is able to break, you see this trend line here, if Baba is able to crack above this mini trend line, we are going to get something like this, like a candle like this, right? A green candle like that, and we shall be off to the races on Baba. Okay, shall be off to the races on Baba. So Baba is one of the stocks that I'm watching. I already have a position on this. I already have November 21st options for Baba, and I'm already green on this. I'm waiting for the bigger move to happen, and I believe that we can come all the way to 192. Don't be surprised to see Baba at 192 by Thursday, before President Trump's news. Okay, President Trump's meeting with the president of China. Okay, so that's what I'm watching for Baba. Next one is Bidu. Bidu is the Google of China. Okay, so Bidu, I like this falling wedge pattern here. We have this trend line here, this one here, and then we also have this one. So if price is able to break above 122, this thing will be off to the races. First of all, is it needs to fill this gap 125. So my immediate profit target for this is 125, and then 129 and 132 gap fill. So this is poised for a breakout and a big move. And again, these Chinese stocks, you want buy time on it, and then because they are prone to gap ups, and you can get a big gap up overnight, and you can only cut these big moves if you swing them. Okay, you can also day trade them as well, but they are very good for swings. But if you want to swing them, you want to always buy time. Do not do weeklies on swings. You are going to get smoked, because you can get a day where it gaps down and then it goes against you, right? So in this trade, what I'm looking at is that My stop is somewhere here, 115. If price comes and daily candle closes below here, I'll be out of the trade and I'll be out, right? So I already have a position on this. I got Bidu options expiring in November, and I'm looking to capture the move. If I can get to 132 or 133, I'm good. I'm good on it. Okay. Yeah. So that is one of the last sticker I have here in terms of high probability setups with catalyst coming with President Trump meeting President Xi next week. So these stocks are primed to move. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen next week. Who knows? But I believe that we are going to get a move very soon. So again, we focus on the technicals, not hype, not news, and all that stuff. So if the technicals tells us that this is going to move, we take a position and we manage our risk. And when it works out, we profit from it. So at Trading Rich, we focus on charts to put the probabilities in our favor. Okay, so if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you've not subscribed, we've realized that 50% of the people that watch our videos have not subscribed yet. So please subscribe. It takes just 5 seconds to do. Please use 5 seconds to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and then put some comments in the chat. Let me know what you learned today from this video, right? So that we can continue making such videos to help you improve your technical analysis skills and also be a strategic trader and investor. Thank you very much. Have a good night. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.